Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest World Tutorials. I am TGZ, and in this video we're going to go over the latest Journey of Awakening that is going to be for the Bone Fighter. So information about this is going to be found right over, this was a while ago. Actually, so going to be right over right here. So pretty much for this, from May 2nd, we had a new Journey of Awakening featuring the Bone Fighter. So like previous journeys, this is geared towards special classes recommended for Special Classes level 65. Then pretty much also like other Journeys of Awakening, this is going to be available for a 48-hour period. So from Fridays at 3 p.m. until Sunday at 2:59 p.m. So while there are no soul cost restrictions for this Journey of Awakening, some of the monsters that appear in this quest will be using sudden activation abilities, so you must prepare your team to counteract the sudden activation skills used. So there is also a rare monster quest that you can complete in order to have the Bone Fighter appear more frequently on the field. So pretty much it's going to be the exact same structure as any Journey of Awakening. So when you start out, you want to start the quest but don't complete the quest so that you can battle the necessary enemies to get the treasure pearl fragments. Then for 2, the second thing you want to do, defeat the enemies on the field and collect the treasure pearl fragments. 3, what you want to do next, you want to exchange the treasure soul pearl fragments collected in order to get treasure soul pearls. So you need 8,000 in total. So then after that, what you would need to do is when you have collected all of the 5 treasure soul pearls and have an S grade soul of the bone fighter, you will be able to create the S star grade soul or the awakened soul. So that's going to be that there. So pretty much the Journey of Awakening monsters will appear on the field if you will not appear on the field if you use a Hoimi slime or a Hagode metal satchel, so you have to be careful of that. Then also there is no restriction to the use of a support character from Luida's Tavern for this Journey of Awakening, so be sure to have a support character on to join in battle. So you will have special conditions that need to be met in order to upgrade the S star grade soul for the Bone Fighter. So pretty much you need to have cleared main story quest 10 chapter 10, have an S grade soul of the Bone Fighter, and 5 Bone Fighters treasure soul pearls. Then for getting the Bone Fighter Treasure Soul Pearls, you must do the following. So you have to clear the Bone Fighter Journey of Awakening quest and exchange Treasure Soul Pearls fragments for the Treasure Soul Pearls in the exchange. So the Journey of Awakening enemies, for this Journey of Awakening, all the enemies that appear will be available for both day and night. So there won't be any specific enemy that will only appear during the time of day or for the weather. So going over this here, the first enemy I want to go over is going to be the Blood Sword. So this enemy is going to have about 28,500 HP. Treasure Pearl fragment worth is 2. The effective skill is going to be all of them. Effective attributes Jibadia, and the status effect for this particular enemy is going to be paralysis. After that, we're going to have the Lizard Man. So with the Lizard Man going to have around 37,000 HP. Treasure Pearl fragment worth is going to be 2. Effective skills all. Then effective attributes here is going to be EO. Status effects used is going to be none, but it does have a sudden activation ability. In this case, it has a chance to give an ally increased defenses by 2 ranks. So pretty much a Skada in this case. After that, we're going to have the Utter Mirage, which is going to have around 35,000 HP. Treasure Pearl fragment worth is going to be 2. Effective skills, all of them. Effective attributes going to be Jibadia, Dane, Gita. The status effect is going to be used as sleep, and the sudden activation is going to be chance to increase allies agility, so a chance to get a Purity Moon in this case. After that, we're going to have the enemy called the Black Vegeta. So with this, going to have around 49,000 HP. Treasure Pearl Fragment worth is going to be 6. Effective skills, all of them. Effective attributes, EO and Baki. Then status effects used going to be none, but it does have a sudden activation ability. In this case, gives a chance to lower a character's agility. So that's going to be Bonnier. Then after that, we're going to have the Slime Knight. So the Slime Knight also going to have around 49,000 HP. Treasure Pearl Fragment worth is going to be 12. Effective skills, all of them. Then effective attributes, Iobaki, Haro, Zaba. Status effects going to be used, going to be, in this case, none. And then also sudden activation ability used, going to be a rare chance for a sudden Skuruto. So going to be able to give all allies a chance to get increased defenses, but just by 1 rank. After that, here we're going to actually have the Bone Fighter itself, so going to have around 52,000 HP. Treasure Pearl Fragment worth is going to be 38. Effective skills, all of them. Effective attributes, Io, Baki, Dengira, and status effects used is going to be none. Then here we're going to have an enemy that we have seen in the past. This is going to be the Bloodstained Demon Sword. This is going to have around 49,000 HP. Treasure Pearl Fragment worth is 97. Effective skills, all of them. Effective attributes, Dorma, Hero, Jibadia, Gira, and status effects used is going to be Paralysis. Then here, this is a question marked enemy, but I actually do know which one this is. This is going to be Durandal. So if you don't remember Durandal, in main story quest 12, this was actually a boss enemy. So looks like Killer Machine, but it's black and also kind of a darkish turquoise. So this is going to have 80,000 HP. Treasure Pearl Fragment worth is 97. Effective skills going to be all of them. Effective attributes against this enemy are going to be Mara, Jibadia, Dane. The status effects going to be used is going to be Freeze. So with Freeze, that's going to actually lower your own the character's agility. Then sudden activation used is going to be Sudden Pyorimu, which is going to give all its allies increased agility. Then after that, the final enemy that's going to appear is going to be the Metal Angel. So going to have around 64 HP. Treasure Pearl Fragment worth is 38. Effective skills, just weapon and fizzle technique, since it is a metal type enemy. But if you have spells, certain weapons have spells that actually do damage to metal enemies. Those will actually work in that case. Effective attributes, none. Status effects used is going to be none. So those are going to be all the enemies that are going to appear there. So this Journey of Awakening is actually going to be quite rough. So it took me 2 weeks to get all of the Treasure Soul Pearls, but I was actually able to get the recommended weapon for this quest very recently, and now the team that I have can get through the battle for the most part. But over here, this is going to be a dragon equipped with the power pole. So I'm going to be using this pretty much for doing damage to, or heavy damage to, one particular enemy in a battle. But the attack that attacks all enemies actually does work out well, especially if I'm able to blow enemies away with it. That's actually going to work out quite well. Then over here, this is going to be the Paw Mitten. So the Paw Mitten is one that we have seen before, so going to actually be using Chocolate Fist for the most part. So with Chocolate Fist, that's actually going to do physical technique damage to all enemies with a chance to knock them down. So that's actually quite good. So hopefully I actually have chances for that. Then over here, this is actually going to be the new weapon. So the Morning Kagura. So the Morning Kagura is going to be using it for Telepathic Blade. So with Telepathic Blade, this one is actually going to do Jibadia or EO weapon damage to all enemies with a chance to cause instant death. So that's the ability that I really want to use. Instant death is really going to be helpful if you can actually get it off, and I've only seen it a few times in my times that I've actually used this weapon. And then over here, also going to have another character equipped with the paw main. This is going to be a guardian. So with this, again, going to be using it for chocolate fist, going to actually try to do damage to the enemies and knock them down. So that's going to be this particular team. So what I want to do now is actually go ahead and try this in a team out in a battle. So I'll do it right over here. Okay, so got 4 enemies. So there goes a paralysis. Okay, there didn't get paralyzed, so that's helpful. So here, going to have my demon, so I'm going to go ahead, use Chocolate Fist. Hopefully I can actually get some knockdowns. Most likely at least a couple or so. So in this case, okay, good, yes, on the Black Vegeta, so that actually is really helpful. So here next, going to be using the Morning Kagura, so Telepathic Blade. So no deaths there, but still the amount of damage that I did is actually pretty good. So here I have my support character. So with this, possibly someone could go down. Oh, 2 characters. So I still have 1 more, so that's going to be my guardian. So going to go ahead and attack. So hopefully with this here, can take them down. Ooh, no one. Okay, ooh, nice guard. But with this here, definitely both of these enemies are going to be taken down like that. Okay. So there for this particular battle, so that one battle with no increases to my XP, 27,221 XP for this one battle. Okay, so that was a battle that I actually had for this particular team. So for this team actually did work out well. So was able to actually knock down the enemy. That's really going to be very helpful, knocking down the enemies so that they can't take actions. So definitely this team that I have here is one that I would definitely recommend. So yeah, that's going to be that there. But now next, what I want to do is go ahead and go over the souls real quick. So first soul I want to go over is going to be the Bone Knight itself, the original. So let's see if I can go. So here I'll actually just take a look at it up here. So this is going to be the original Bone Knight soul. So with this here, the actual basic stats here for your max HP going to be 149, your max MP 60, your max your strength 69, your durability going to be 107, plus 40 for your magic and healing, plus 35 for your agility, 56 for your dexterity. So this is a yellow soul, so pretty much usually your max HP and your durability is going to be what you need here. But yeah, so with that said, I have all the things that I need. I have all the 5 treasure soul pearls, as you can see here. So now I'm going to go ahead and create this soul. So the Bone Fighter soul has been awakened. So with that there, I now actually want to go ahead and take a look at this particular soul. So let's see, going to be right over here. So with this, the Bone Fighter Awakened Soul, so some stat increases here. Actually, all the stats have been increased, some by a little bit, some by a lot. In the case of my max HP is now up to 173, your max MP level 70, strength 81, durability 124, 46 for both your magic power and also your healing power, level 40 for your agility, and 63 for dexterity. So actually, before I did not go over the actual abilities of the original Soul, but the abilities that are going to be marked in color, those are going to be the ones that are new to this particular Soul itself. So you're going to actually have two abilities. The first one, Banpei no Skurto. So that's actually going to be a new ability. The one below it is going to be Blade Guard. So that's one that was on it before. So if you remember, Blade Guard is actually going to go ahead and when it actually increases your guard rate, so that's actually pretty good. So pretty much using your weapon to block enemy attacks. After that, you're going to get plus 7% to your weapon and physical skill damage, plus 9% to your marrow resistance, plus 9% to your hydro resistance, plus 9 to your knockdown resistance. Then after that, you're going to have plus 10% to item and HP recovery skill effectiveness taken in by the character. So that's actually pretty good. Then here also 2 extra skills or abilities. So plus 3% to God Guard activation rate. So that can only be used if this is on a God hand. And then plus 2% to guard rate if you're doing dual wielding. So in this case, pretty much this is going to be a good soul if it's going to be on a God Guard or a demon character. So that's going to be that there. So what I want to do is actually take a look at the Banpei no Skurto, which is going to be Sentinel Skurto. So here I want to go, let's see, so I have a demon here. What I'll do is I'll go ahead, equip this on, and then go to abilities and take a look at this particular ability, which is going to be right over, let's see, right over here. So this is actually going to be a support skill. So in this case, what this does is going to cost 30 MP, and it pretty much it increases all allies defenses, and this can only be used once per battle. So pretty much it's just like a Skurto that a spellcaster would use. So that's going to be that there. So that's going to be it for this particular video. Definitely, if you have these weapons, definitely you want to use them. Definitely the palm ins really do help out. Like I said, I recently just got the Morning Kagura, so I actually have not made a video on that particular weapon for a weapon breakdown, but I will be doing that most likely for my next video. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.